Hello, sorry, there, I'm just getting set up, but I accidentally shafted myself on the TikTok front, so, not TikTok, I'm sorry, the, Instagram. Instagram didn't seem to want me to go live. It might. We'll just carry on. So we are streaming to TikTok and to Flick and to Twitch and to YouTube. That's a comfortable number. Okay, let's get some music on, shall we? Get the music light. Okay, let's do a quick audio test just to make sure nothing's leaking through. We're gonna stick on some lo-fi Christmas, I think. That sounds nice. There you go. Okay, there was. Yeah, okay. Love it when things work. Not. Come on. Yeah, okay. Great, let's just come back from here a sec. Back again. Do you do a quick audio test and make sure YouTube is live? Yeah, YouTube's live. That's good, guys. Okay, yeah, we're off to a flying start. So, and just make sure I can see all of the chats, guys. There we go. All of the chats. Right. Now, open the panel. Silly YouTube. Okay, that's more like I can actually see YouTube panel. So hello TikTok, hello Kick, hello Twitch, and hello YouTube. So we're gonna be just blendering, guys. So here we go. I'm starting to duplicate these wine bottles a little bit. So I just got one design at the moment, but I'm gonna test a theory. Oops. So if I change the base color, this green liquid, does it change them all? It does, right. That's fine. So I need to undo that. Oh, I did not enjoy that. So that bear might's called green liquid. I'm going to call it green liquid, okay? I could have thought about this a bit better. Bugger. It's only I created instances of things. Never mind, we'll struggle on, guys. So what I'm going to do is... Oh shit, I keep dip time. I'm pressing too many clicks ahead here. So if I control L that... QIOD is going to drop. Sorry if my hands are going all up the wall, this is distracting. We're going to copy that name again. I'm going to remove this liquid. I can't do that in edit mode. We're going to remove that. And we're going to add in something called new. And we're going to call it new liquid. The theory I really want to test actually is, and I'll maybe do this another time. Hi Big Louie, long time no see. Hi Lee and Sipple, because I want to. That's the easiest question in the world. Hey. Chained F. So what we do, once we go in here, we make sure we select all linked, okay? And then we just say, this time, this is going to be a little bit manual, okay? If we click on the next one, we remove green liquids. We're going to add another one. And we're going to call it. And just cycle through a few colors here. This will be red liquid. I got to actually just make sure I did. Yeah, blue liquid, that's fine. So red liquid down here. No cool reasons, Lee. anyone will tell you, Big Louie will tell you, I'm not cool. I'm just nobody. That's it. I'm just nobody. I just like making things. They feel like talking to people. It's a good compilation, but it doesn't make me very cool. Shame. So, these vertex knit things, I wonder, can I do a missive on these? I'm just gonna check that, because if so, I could double back and really do something exciting here. Well, let's have a look. Oh, I don't know if I stuffed away the video somewhere. I should have kept that cheat sheet open. Right here somewhere I have the cheats for the material names. Yeah, it is a metaverse room. No, there's no dumb questions. So this is a bar called the White Lotus. So it currently exists in a really primitive form in Horizon Worlds, and it's coming up to about a year old. But I've been given the opportunity to start actually working with some newer tools now. So I'm re-grasping that opportunity and trying to sort of spruce it up a bit. And it's not looking great at the moment. But what I'm thinking is I want to get it out before Christmas. So I'm probably not going to publish it at like 100% done. It's probably going to be about 40% done. So even though it's modeled on the old one, there'll be some newer features which aren't in the existing one, which I've just started sort of piecing together. And I'm quite new to Blender, alright? So I'm not 100% sure of what I'm doing. But so I just sort of zoom in a bit here. You can see I've done my best to try and create some really sort of nice Greek pillars. And I'm going to be going through and upgrading all these standard features to sort of slightly more fancy ones. But how much I get to do before I actually just hit publish and go with it, I don't know. I've got some custom user interface stuff going on as well in here, which can't really see. Oh, wait a second. You guys might be looking at the wrong view. Yeah, you are. I'm sorry. Let me just adjust that. So if I bring in the 2 seconds, bring in Blender and turn off. This one. Oh, there we go. I'm so sorry. I had the wrong one up. That was a bad start. See, I always do audio tests, but sometimes I skip out on making selfie blur. Look at the right thing. You sold your handset. Oh, mate. Well, I mean, the Quest 3S is out now. So that's it can run all the things which the Quest 3 can, and it's almost half the price. It's like 300 quid or something, maybe less. I'm not sure, but it's definitely a good time to get back into it now. I think it's going to be a popular one this Christmas. Who knows? But when they dropped the price in the Quest 2 to about the same price range, it was really popular. So I think they're hoping for it to do the same. And there's a lot of VR apps out there, and it's like whether you're doing sort of Horizon Worlds or VR chat, banter, spatial, or just any of the games on there, right? There's something for everyone. And these headsets have got super advanced now. Like, for example, I'm stood here actually in a VR room, but I've got three floating windows in front of me, which are going through to a laptop. So I'm doing all my modeling on a floating window. And the refresh rate on it is really good. And I can obviously see all the browsers are sort of stacked out, so I can see all the chat windows as well, which is really nice. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Lee. You're absolutely right, Pete. The only real performance issues are the lenses, which they've gone back to the Fresnel lenses, which, to be honest, I'm a fan of the pancake lenses, but yeah, they are quite an expensive difference. Slightly lower resolution, but here's the clincher. With the Fresnel lenses, you're probably not going to notice. Also, rendering at a lower resolution with the same chipset might actually result in a faster frame rate, which is quite funny, because I'm having to worry about outputting so many pixels. And I don't know about the storage. I haven't looked at the storage if there's a difference, but a lot of games are still quite small, but there are some really big ones coming out. Some of the big sort of chunky high profile ones take up a fair amount of space, but they'll fit on there. It's just a case of how many you can have installed at any one time, I guess. Blade and Sorcery, that's a good game. I like that. There's been a few sort of Blade and Sorcery type games that have come out as well that are pretty good. I think Swordsman. I was quite a fan of Swordsman. Different style of game, still melee combat, still very freeform, but Blade and Sorcery just amped the silly up, and I loved that. Whereas Swordsman was very much formalized, sort of round-based, but still very well done. And if you like that sort of thing, it's a great alternative. I know another one that was apparently really good, but I only played it once, so I didn't go back to it. But someone was telling me it was like way better than Blade and Sorcery, and he was usually right with these sorts of things. I didn't really play it enough to form an opinion. I just can't remember what it's called. Yeah, and I don't play as many games on VR as I should do, to be honest. I have a tendency to buy them, and the Quest Plus thing that's come out now has got like quite a lot better. It's like a really cheap Xbox Game Pass, and you do get like access to a catalog as well as like 2 or 3 games to keep every month, as long as you obviously keep paying. If you stop, then those games go away until you start again. But yeah, Quest Plus has become pretty good, to be fair. The offering, it's worth the money compared to actually buying the game standalone, and the games they have on offer are generally pretty good. So it's if you play a lot of standalone games, I do recommend having a look at Quest Plus. There's a lot of good things to it, and dare I say, more good things will be coming as well. I think they've got a lot of plans for Quest Plus, so I think it makes sense. Meta do want to get people on a subscription, much like Xbox do, and I'm sure Sony do as well. Yeah. And yeah, you might play some games you wouldn't have otherwise played. They might actually be quite good. So that's a green liquid. To be honest, this is going to be a really lazy build session because my head's just not in the game, but if I sort of just come out of this a sec. Whoa. So I want to know it's like doing free kill of these actually in Horizons, because usually with Trimesh you can't, but these are slight exceptions because not many people are working with Vertex materials. Most people are just building with textures, so they don't know you can do this. I don't think many people have figured this out. There's probably about 3 people in the entire system that have worked out you should use Vertex data to color your objects, and that might be the key to actually recoloring them, but we'll see. I don't know. How long does it take? Well, this is a good question. So using the old primitive start, because I was doing it for about 2 years, I have created a fair few worlds. Don't get me wrong, my earlier worlds were not great, but they've got a little bit better each time. And it was getting to the point where I was pretty much been building the initial builds in about a weekend. So it'd be like pretty much a really busy weekend, like 4 to 6 hours per day or whatever. But it's depending how many systems you've got in there. But if you get faster, because some of the things you do, like door scripts or admin panels or all that thing, you can reuse in future worlds, and that's important, right? That is important. Be able to recycle a lot of those scripts and also a lot of the objects. As well as you just get faster the more you build. But now we're building with sort of Trimesh. What I'm observing is that the best professional builders out there that were part of the EA process. So RJ the Creative, for example, Battle of Steel City, even Rex Rod with the sort of the Cliffside Matterhorn. These builds took, I think, 3 months, and these guys are pros. These guys, they have credentials. They work in sort of like design professionally and art, so they know what they're doing. And you can see from their worlds, meticulously detailed. And they build everything themselves, I would say as well. Rex certainly does. I believe RJ does. And yeah, 3 months it takes them there. Is it VR chat? But no, to be honest, actually, I think myself and PSM take this the wrong way, but I think VR chat right now is peak, because I think it's oversaturated with builders, and I don't think it needs any more. There's a lot of worlds, a lot of very popular worlds out there already. I think it's attracted enough attention. But I think places like Horizons and Banter, they are the hotbeds to come. I think, we haven't seen anything yet from these platforms. I think Horizons is still very early. Don't forget, VR chat's been around for 7 years. It's had its time. It's had its time to build up and be where it is. The other side, Horizons, I think, has just hit its Year 3 milestone officially, and Banter's only about a year and a half old. Maybe? So yeah, I build on primarily Horizons and Banter at the moment. I don't do it for money, I don't do it professionally, so I do it sort of in my spare time, so I have a full-time job on top of that, which is nothing to do with VR. So I use whatever time I have to sort of build in these platforms, but Banter I think is a real up-and-comer. I think that's the one to watch out for. I've heard it said, I would go along with it based on what I know. I think it's Altspace 2. I do think it's Altspace 2, it's going to be massive, but it's a little bit more mature, and it's already got some fantastic builders over there, but population is not there at the moment. But I've noticed it's got busy recently. Like, if Horizons in the last month has gone a bit quiet, to be honest, and Banter, if anything, is busier than I've ever seen it recently. It doesn't make it VR Chat busy or Horizon Worlds busy, but for a new up-and-coming platform, that is pretty milestone. And I'm enjoying seeing that as well. Yeah. Let me just scale this on the X and no, X and moving Y, I guess. No. Smoke getting there eventually with it. Does that create a nice effect if I do that? I don't even know. I mean, not really. I'll put it back. God, this is a lot of work. I was thinking this would be easier, to be honest. Hey Smith, how you doing? You know. Hi Stephen Nelson, how you doing, UK? Right, just checking over on YouTube. Anyone on YouTube watching? Oh, we do have people on YouTube. Hello. And how about Twitch? I'm gonna guess no on Twitch. I probably average one person per stream. I think Twitch is oversaturated with children watching Fortnite streams. It's my take. I think there's a lot of the same game, and there's like millions of people watching people playing the same game over and over. There's not really any diversity on Twitch. Don't want to sort of be too vocal about that in case I'm wrong, but you know, whatever. Prove it to me. Don't watch YouTube Fortnite streams. Yeah. So every time I go on Twitch, it's either girls in hot tubs or it's guys playing Fortnite. It's like, come on, it's more than that, surely. Plus the adverts on Twitch are super obnoxious. Okay, Lee, thank you for stopping by. We'll see you soon. Right, so say pink liquid. Also, these are not a net, which is making me a little bit worried, but I'm okay with that, I think. Let's go. Can you hear my radiators kicking the whole time? Oh man. I'm so happy it's Friday. Hi, Brent, how you doing? That's a Welsh name if I've ever heard them. I'm so happy it's Friday tomorrow. So, what I'm gonna do in just a sec, guys, I'm gonna make myself a massive mega pot chocolate. And I'm gonna stick, like, not half a bottle of Baileys in it, for God's sakes, that would be ridiculous, but I'm gonna put a large quantity of Baileys in it, because yeah, I like Baileys. What I would no, what's your excuse? Okay, I need to just shuffle that one. So G and X over here. And this is... I don't like building so slow. This is, yeah, no, we're gonna deal with the yellow liquid, so I need to remove the liquid on outside of build mode, okay? To grab a copy of its name first. And then we go. And I suppose the advantage of using these sort of similar sounding liquids is that I can just go back and change them at any point. Like, create variations. And because they're VXCs as well, I don't need to Hi, Bryn. How you doing, mate? You okay? I'm guessing you're in Wales. You obviously don't have to tell me where you are, but it's a good name. Red. Oh, yellow. Let's do the yellow. Check. So if we go in here and just sign that there we go. I've got a yellow neck ring. I'm just going to do a quick bit of revision on one of my own videos that I made last Saturday. I'm not even joking. Where I actually went through these materials. And I made the video kind of for myself because I knew I would forget. But what I've done is... Whoa, I see. Every time I go to the YouTube, I get distracted. 8 kilograms, largest deep dish pizza challenge by Zermatt Neo. I am bookmarking that for later. I swear I'm not weird, but I love watching people do food challenges. Is that wrong? Ah, from Yorkshire, just have a while to stay. All right. Yeah, no, I love watching people do like ridiculous food challenges because I know I couldn't do them myself, right? I think the biggest thing I've ever eaten is like something like oh Jesus, I nearly said a 40 kilogram steak. Of course, it's not a 40 kilogram steak. I think it was I think it was like a 40 or 50 pound steak. Pound, is that right? Sounds about right. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm sure he's bigger than that, you know. He was huge. Either way, it was massive, and it was cold by the time I got to the bottom of it. And that was a food challenge I did in the place called Grills up in Pontypridd, which doesn't exist anymore, but it was a lovely little place to go in, and it only had about like 7 tables in it. Little sort of place you had to go in through a back door to get in there, and they just sat you down, had the big grills in the background. You had to sort of mention you were doing a food challenge for like 24 hours before. You couldn't just like drop in there. But this massive steak that they brought out, oh my god, I swear I nearly died. It was so big. It was so big. And I was eating this steak. It took me about 15 to 20 minutes to eat it. And I'm usually quite a fast eater, and I love steak. I like just absolutely burn through steak. But this was a challenge. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty brutal, and I felt so sick. I remember I came home afterwards, and I just laid on the floor for like an hour thinking I was gonna die. It was, it's good now. I wouldn't do it again. I think you have to be a special kind of person to do free challenges, and I'm not. It just seemed like a fun idea, you know. So anyway, so where was I? I was looking at one of my own videos because I needed to remind myself how I use VXC textures and set them to unlit in Horizons. That's an important thing, actually. Inside Blender, it doesn't pass these materials the same. Loose. Forgiveness. So I need to go to videos, and under videos I should have, okay, Blender 2 Horizon World Creates Part 4, Advanced CMI Materials. This is the one. So I'll make sure I don't accidentally play this over the channel. Bear with me. No, that's okay, it's muted. So, and let's see. Is that video even going to load up right now? Good stuff. Irene! Irene GB Costa, hello, and hi, Macy Josie. I'm having trouble with names this evening, guys, and I can't help it. Don't hold it against me. Okay, now that video's not loading for me. That's nuts. Damn, I'm on my own. I have to come back to that then. That noise under lock and key. So I think Horizons has got a slight problem tonight, where it seems that I think most of the people who put bots in their worlds when they were released last week, as of a few hours back, they can't edit their worlds, they can't go into their worlds, they can't use them because they're flagging up as having pre-release features, which is yeah, kind of annoying, but there we go. It is what it is now. That's one of the problems. So I am, full disclosure, on the Meta Horizon Creators program, which does give me access to a few more tricks in here. But that said, this is not a look at me thing. If you're in Horizons and you think you want to build worlds using Blender and use TypeScript to sort of code them, you can sign up. You just go to a site. If you join the Discord, it is in the notifications, the announcements, sorry. But yeah, they've taken on a lot of people this time, which is amazing. I love that they've done that. I think they've kept all these sort of like new features under lock and key for, I would say, too long. Granted, I'm not privy to what goes on behind closed doors, but just by letting everyone in and just saying, come on in, if you think you can do it, get in here and give it a go. I think they've really sort of democratized the entire thing. And I'm taking it with both hands. That is such a good thing that they've done. I think we must have just sat down one day and gone, do you know what we should do? We should give everyone who signs up, we'll have to screen them, make sure they're not sort of like, got records for bad behavior or something, right? Make sure they actually use this as the platform, but we should just take on like people, like anyone who thinks that they can do it and just give them a chance. Because if you look at how all the other social channels in VR have sort of grown up, they've gone full on to user-generated content, right? They start off with a few official worlds, for sure, but then they just go, right, we're just going to give it everyone. Go download Unity, go download Blender or whatever, go make stuff. And then they've grown, and that's... Like, Horizons is the only one who really didn't kind of do that until very recently. They have a small group of people that they sort of let onto this for a while. But it's only really in the last sort of, I would say, 5 or 6 weeks, they've actually just let everyone else on, and that's such a cool thing that they've done. And I don't know what their plans are long term. It is only sort of an EA thing, effectively. It's not called EA anymore. It's a Creates program. I wonder if they will churn that and throw people out at some point. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. If I was running something like that, I would certainly take on everyone and then maybe start whittling it down a bit, seeing like who's actually using it. Not being like funny about it, but like, if people have signed up for it and not used it, there's no point in being like, I mean, look at it in a year or so. Go to a shop and not using your loyalty card. Or vouchers have expiries. Anyway, I'm yabbering. What colour? I should do another colour. So I've got pink and we go for a purple now. Okay. Just need to come up with a bunch of colours that look nice when they're sort of bright. Just jump in here. I'm gonna assign that. It'll go white. That's fine. But now I'm gonna find an actual purple. So, that's looking like a purple. These will look great when they're neon. Okay. Liquid purple. Is it? Don't know if that's the same name. So, pink liquid. I've got liquid purple. Damn it. Okay, never mind. Let's keep going. So if we just remove that one, we're gonna paste this in here. We're gonna paste this in here, and we're gonna call it. I think we're gonna have a black liquid. Okay. There we go. People always seem to like the black liquids. Here's some because great. So if I just jump in here, damn it, let me see that. So we're gonna assign that. Okay, black liquid. We just close that. And let's pick on this one now. So this one, we are going to... Is there a better way to do this? Copy... Data path copies new driver now. I don't know. I don't think that works that way. Do I duplicate it? No. Okay. Any buttons in here? No. Okay. So let's get rid of that. And we're gonna call it... This is slightly obvious now after I've done a black one, but we're going to do a white one because obviously we have the White Lotus drink, which is white in colour. And so it would be good to get some here. Oh, no colouring needed there. So if I now just hit assign. Oh, no. Did that even work? Hold up. Oh, no, that's because I selected it before. My bad. So Control L. Yeah, that does the inner shape and I can now assign that. Great, we've now got our vertex code streak. Wonderful. Cool. So what you up to tonight, Bren? I think you're probably in when you stuck around. I see everyone else is coming in flying by. Let's look. Anyone shy on YouTube? Oh, we got a couple shy people on YouTube. Hello, shy YouTube people. You can talk. she. Okay, so if I just remove this one, add this one, we're going to hit the new button there. Oh, I shouldn't forget my hot chocolate. Just on Prop Hunt on COD. I didn't know there was Prop Hunt on COD. That's mad. Huh. I actually thought like Prop Hunt was just a Garry's Mod thing. But actually, there's Prop Hunt in VRChat. Actually, VRChat's got a surprisingly funny Prop Hunt mode. Which, if you do have a VR headset and you do have VRChat, I do recommend checking that out. And lots of fun on that. It takes in a different dimension when you're actually standing in it. Okay. So we're gonna go for orange electric. The great thing about defining all these colours is that I can reuse them. Okay, so that's always very useful. First time God, yeah, I used to love Prop Hunt on Garry's Mod. Garry's Mod was just incredible. Hi, Sandra, how you doing? There's loads of random stuff on Garry's Mod. I used to be hooked on that. I'd just be like, I load up in the evenings to play it till the early mornings, like on the weekend. There's like these prison break games and like build a boat games. We had to build a boat before a sled came. It's crazy. Hi, Peter, how you doing? Smile. So I'm just move that, and then we're going to add a new tier. We're going to keep this naming convention the same. This is one of the things with the meta tooling. Hi, Peter, welcome back. Oh, Sandra might have gone. I'm not sure. I'm never sure if people are coming though, and yet. It's like standing in a hotel lobby. Sometimes people stick around and chat. Sometimes they're just passing through. Okay. So the next liquid I'm going to be doing a really nice light pinky color, like no new Satimani yet. Oh, there we go. I think we got it. That's it. Hi, Tommy. How you doing? I'd love to play like some more like awesome music, but I'm having to stick to music that I can't get copyright strikes for. But it's never wrong. It's lovely enough. It's like lo-fi Christmas, I think, but sometimes I'd like to just blast out a bit of, no, Cell Dweller. Who knows? Bit of sardonic. It's quite close to orange, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So, I need to come out of there a sec. Let's just remove that and pop this up here. And we're gonna go new. We're gonna go here. Now, yeah, the reason I'm not in the White Lotus tonight proper, actually running the sort of the social side of that. Is remember my hours are now diminished on the lead up to Christmas to between 10 and 11:30 UK time. Just because there's hardly anyone on Horizons, and these glitches are not helping. Like the last 2 nights, there's been massive glitches which have stopped people travelling to, well, last night all willed for a while, so we all buggered off to banter and watch V for Vendetta, and that was so cool. Oh yeah, the hot chocolate. Oh my god, I need to do that, don't I? I need to do that. Yeah, it's 3 past. Give me. I'll do 1 more. I'll do 2 more bottles, and then I'll do that. Okay. I'm really bad with like, what's the word? Attention span. So the liquid that I'm adding now is gonna be. I gotta think of colours. I'm gonna come back and rename it. Let's call it SS for now, or whatever. That's too similar to the last one. I want like a deep blue. Nice deep blue, that'll be good. So call it like deep blue. Did anyone see Simon Pegg's video that he released, I think today or yesterday, on one of the social media channels? It's very funny. It's him walking down a street and tripping over the street and talking to the camera that's following him around about how he would like to do a really special thing as like a Christmas video. And that would be really, really cool. But you actually watch the video. It's the same sequence of events in the same street as the intro to Shaun of the Dead. including the bit where he trips over the pavement and goes into the shop at the end. So it's like it's Simon Pegg is a massive nerd and I love it. Right? And this is funny because only people who've watched Shaun of the Dead like multiple times and know that intro would spot that. I must admit, I wouldn't have got it. And much as I love Shaun of the Dead, I would not have got it because I haven't seen it for a very long time. And I'm a big Simon Pegg fan, you know. I went in back in Big Train. I was obsessed with Big Train as a guest comedy sketch show, but it was so funny. A lot of the sketches in that was so like edge and funny that there's just nothing like it at the time. I mean, damn, I didn't mean to see that. Let's do that back up to green. So my bad. Yeah, I love Big Train. And it gave still a rise to a lot of comedians in that show you will recognise. Like Mark Heap is definitely one. He went on to do that Green Wing and a whole lot of more stuff beyond that. And there's another guy you'll just recognise from This Morning with Richard, Not Judy. There's a Sunday comedy show in Rich Terring and I can't remember the name of the other guy, Stuart something. He's very funny. Can't remember the name of the Stuart guy. Stuart Herring, isn't it? No, it's Richard Herring for sure. Damn it. Can't remember. Okay, right, we're on our second bottle. Let's get concentrating. So this green liquid now needs to be renamed to... What have we got? If we could have any colour, what would we go for? So I'm trying to think. I've got like limoncello, I've got Midori's, greens, the blues. Blue's nice, we did a lot with blues. It's like a violet colour, but I've already got like purples. Peach is quite close to sort of a skin pink colour. Should we go for like a yellowy green maybe? Nah. We've re-got that. Come on, palette. Let's find a missing colour that I must have. Some very violent pink. I like that. Let's do that. Okay. If I just go in here and hit assign. Okay, I'll allow that. That's good enough. Hi, Artiproke, you right? Okay, I think that's probably enough colours, so bear with me. Because what I'm going to do, so I'm going to step away for a sec and make that hot chocolate really long. Okay, dudes, I'm back. I'm back, so here we go. I have my Bailey's hot chocolate. Hi, Penny, how you doing? It smells amazing. I've developed this horrible habit, though, right, with Bailey's hot chocolate, and I swear I'm not an alcoholic. I've just got a sweet tooth. But what I find is that while I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I might take a few extra cheeky, snifters from the bottle. Oh man, you guys think I've got a problem now? I don't. I swear I don't have a problem. I just love babies. I only drink it during December, truth be told, because it's obviously it's the colder month. And it's just nice. It puts me in a Christmas mood because I think that, when you sort of when you're building up to having some time off and it's cold, it's just a nice thing to do. I do sound like I'm alcoholic. That's terrible. It's, I think it's, honestly, I could justify it. I think it's a bit like, when you've got squirty cream in the fridge. I don't know about you, but it's I generally have squirty cream in the fridge once every few years, maybe. It's not something that I eat. It's something that I'll buy on a random, I fancy hot chocolate with squirty cream. So I'll go out and buy the squirty cream. And because it's in the fridge, every time I go in the fridge, you just you just squirting that squirty cream right in your mouth. Because it's just the thing, it's that need for sort of sugar, because obviously in squirty cream and Baileys there's quite a lot of sugar, isn't there? So at least the lactose possibly. I don't know. Either way, it just tastes sweet and it's amazing, and I think that's what it is. It's just you buy that squirty cream thing, you use it in 2 different hot chocolates, but the rest of the time you're stealth hawking it every time you go to the fridge, I think that's what it is. It's not an alcohol thing. I don't know. Oh, thank you. Anywho, on with the thingy. So I'm actually going to make a different style of bottle now. Okay, I swear I don't need an intervention. Oh, Disaronno. I've not had Disaronno in so long. Yeah, Disaronno's so good. I do like Disaronno. And do you know what as well? I'm a bit of a liar, so it's not actually Bailey's that I'm drinking. It's Lidl's Irish cream liqueur, which I honestly don't tell babies. This will be mortally offended. But I think it's better than Bailey's, and it's cheaper as well. Lidl's are buggers for this. They'll come along and go, I see you selling that. We're going to make our own cheap version of it. And 9 times out of 10, it's better. It's everything from Kit Kats to you name it. It's 9 times out of 10. I swear it's actually better, and it costs a fraction of the price. It's mad. Even Lidl's wine, right? All the old rules oh yeah, if you're paying five quid for a bottle of wine, you're getting about 20p's worth of wine, and it tastes terrible. But if you pay 7 to 10 quid, then you're getting probably about 3 quid's worth or something. There was something that was spreading around before that. But I think because Lidl's, all the Lidl's wines have the Lidl's logos on them, I think they've got exclusive licensing with a lot of worldwide breweries. And so I think they buy stuff in such volume that they can literally sell bottles of wine for under £5, and they're really good. They're really good. I doubt spend more than a £5 on a bottle of wine now. I know that sounds cheap as shit, but it's really good stuff. But by contrast, if I go down the road to my local offie, and I buy a £5 bottle of wine from there, it's terrible. It's like vinegar. Even the £7 bottles are really bad, but the £10 bottles are like, okay, they're pretty good there. But then in Lidl's, you're spending less than a £5 on a bottle of wine. It's like, this is great. So maybe a Chilean sort of Cabernet Sauvignon. It's really good. Or maybe a South African sort of, I don't know, Merlot. Yeah. I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to read up on this. Like, how do brands like Lidl's and Aldi manage to do this and no one else does? And they like breaking all kinds of rules and like trashing the industry as a result. It makes me worried, but I don't know. It's good stuff. But yeah, no, Disaronno is good. I do like Disaronno. And then they do I think it's called like Amaretto. Do they just call it Amaretto in Inns? I can't remember, but that's very often with these places, they'll sell like a Disaronno next to an Amaretto, and it'll be like £5 difference, and that's how they get you. And you're like, oh yeah, do you know, I'll try the cheaper one. And you're like, actually, this is, you beggars, you did it again. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a short, fat bottle. So to do that, I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to make sure, my 3D cursor is in the right space. It's this little dotty thing, I think, just behind my bum, actually. Am I standing in the middle of it? So let me get a preview up. Just pull this up. Yeah, you can't see it. It's literally where my bum is, but behind me. Let me just move this window here so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, great. There we go. So if I move this way. Okay, so the 3D cursor is actually quite hard to see. It's down there, sort of the bottom shelf. I'll move the mouse, actually. It's right there. You can probably see that. Yeah. Oh, I've got some on YouTube. I doubt just as soon as I move the windows. Hello, Nejda and Starlight. Welcome back. Would a disco ball be cool for the house? Yes, disco balls all the way, mate. You go, disco ball. I was close to buying mood lights for this house, to be honest, the other day. I'm very, very close. But the problem is every time I go looking, you either got the really expensive Philips ones, which are like £120 for basically a coloured LED light, which is a bit rich, to be fair. Or you start looking at the cheaper ones, and I've bought the cheaper ones before, and they smell. I don't know if you've noticed that, so you get the LEDs, so the strip lights, and you put them up, and it's like after about running them for 20 minutes, they start smelling like burning. That's why I don't trust that. I can't leave them on overnight, so I think I'm going to come at the mood lights another time, maybe, I think. Okay. So let's make a secondary bottle. So I'm going to do 3 different designs of bottle here. I'm going to do one that looks more like a sort of almost like a, hey, Bryn, an amaretto bottle. I was going to say whiskey, but then I realised actually it's more like an amaretto bottle. So flat at the bottom, kind of cubic in shape, comes up and curves towards the top. So we're going to challenge ourselves here. I'm going to say anything here. Shift 8, I'm going to create a new mesh. It's going to be a type of... plain or cube. I'm going to go cube. Yeah, so that's made a really big thing there, and I'm just going to scale that right down, okay? To about there, and I come in a little bit closer. Cool. So if I just make sure snapping is turned on, and I'm gonna leave it on mix. I think that's probably a good thing to do. So if I G that and Z it, make sure I'm snapping to, yeah. So that has not worked the way I wanted it to. Okay, let's try that instead. This is not going well. Okay, that's fine. So can I scale that out, dear? See what I've done here. I mean, sure, okay. G, Z, cool. G, Z, and down to the edge just here, and that should be okay. That's kind of what I'm going for. So if I now scale it a little bit on the x-axis, we should make it a little wider, and we scale it on the y-axis in just a smidgen, not too much, okay? We don't get too carried away. And then what I need to do, I need to, yeah, okay, we got a plan for this. You ready? This is gonna get very exciting. I'm bigging this up way too much. You have a VR too? Yeah, unfortunately, instead, I only play with people who are over 18 on VR. It's a rule. It keeps everyone safe. Sorry, mate, but thank you for the gesture. So if I extrude up here, and I just make sure I extrude on the Z-axis. So what we're gonna do now, once we're gonna click, I don't think I'm gonna do this. There's a couple ways of doing it. Either I just do bevel edges here. That could work. So what I did there was I chose bevel edges on 2 edges on a straight box, and then I can use the mouse to basically pull them together a bit. And then I use the mouse wheel to decide how many subdivisions I want. So I don't load subdivisions because it's a game object. I don't want it to be sort of render quality. That's kind of important. Plus, the more edges you've got on the base model, make it more difficult to work with. So with that bit done, you can see we've now got sort of the basis of it. And what I'm going to do here, okay, it's like F3 this. Oops, so I need to tab it. Then I need to... Thank you, Nedstedt. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Okay. I'm just gonna sample this, okay, and see what happens. Oh, I think I want to do this as well. I kind of want to select the inside. Can I... Oh, no, I can't do it that way. Well, make sure I've got the right render mode on. That's better. I can actually now see what I'm doing. So what I might do is I might hit the / key so it zooms me in and I can orbit directly around the object. There's better ways to select multiple vertices, but because I've got so few of them, I'm not worrying too much. So now that bit's done, what I'm going to try and do with this side, I'm going to bevel this way as well and see if this works. Oh, wow. Ooh, did you see that? So I'm going to have less slices on this, okay? I think I'm going to do it like that. Okay. Cool, out. Here. Oh, sorry, I'm in the way again, I think. Let me just... Yeah, I'm going to just move myself side. Bear with me. If I just move this way. And myself back a bit. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here. There we go. Okay, perfect. Wonderful. There we go. So I only repositioned so you guys could see the left-hand side of the screen. So that's now done, guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a neck to it. So to do that, I'm actually going to come out of this mode. And I'm going to add... Yeah, our 3D cursor is still there. That's going to work for me. So if I now... This is the cleanest way I can think of doing it, okay? If I add in a cylinder, that cylinder's of course massive. So if I just scale him down, okay, and come in a little bit more, scale him down, Curie, and scale him down. G and Z, let me snap up to here. Yeah, G and Z. I'm gonna sort of just leave that about there. I don't know if that's very exact, but what I do want to do though, I do want to scale it down a bit more actually, just to about there. And if I bring that down, G and Z down to about here. Wonderful. Hey, No Knife, how you doing? So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go face select mode here, and we're gonna say, well, I think inset goes inwards, but I'm going to try it anyway. Yeah, inset only goes inwards. It's not inwards that I want. It's outwards. So to achieve that, I'm going to have to go extrude and just literally on the Z-axis, moving just an absolute smidgen, not too much, right? Just like that far. Then I can scale just again a little bit, right? There's probably too many faces on this, but I'm not going to let that worry me. That's okay, I can simplify that in time. And then I extrude one more time up. Okay, just to about here. And then I'm going to extrude one more time. Just, oops. happy. I'm quite excited as well because I found that I'm gonna get to see my dogs again over Christmas, which is lovely. I rarely get to see my dogs because me and my partner split up a while ago, and yeah, but I tipped the cat. He got the dog. And to be honest, I spend so much time on VR and in work that I just don't. I feel guilty about having the dogs because I don't feel like I'm paying them enough attention. But I think I'm at a point in my life now where I think I need to count my priorities, to be honest. So, yeah. So that's now the top. So we have ourselves a bottle. Okay. Now, am I going to make this bottle see-through? I don't know, because I made the other one see-through, right? And they have that liquid on the inside. Yeah, I do love my dogs, and I miss them. I miss them sorely. Yeah. Actually, speaking of not paying attention to things, I need to check my messages a sec. Yeah. More hours. Leave alone. Okay, so now in theory, what I can do is I can bring in these bottle glass blend. Okay, cool. Oh, wait a sec. Am I doing bad things here? I got back to. Oh, you notice this is quite blocky. Let me clear that. And that there is an art to this again. It's not always straightforward, but if we do shade smoke effect, usually cuts it. So even though you've got quite a low poly sort of bottle, you can make it. And I'm going to do the same up here actually, which I forgot to do. My A3. I almost say Shadesmith. Oh, I need to make sure all is selected, yeah. And one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to spending some time with my dogs, I gotta be honest. I'm definitely more of a cat person, but I love those big sillies. They're so fun. Okay, and I'm also going to. Oh, something I'm going to take care of in here, actually, which I should have done before. Let's say case is gone. Yeah, we just remove the face from there, okay. And the next thing I'm probably going to elect is that I pull this entire loop select. I've got to be on add select. What time are we on? Oh, I've got 12 minutes before we're going to go to bed. And by the way, if you're ever thinking of getting into VR, anyone, like Horizon Worlds is a great place to start. I think I was saying it earlier to someone that, like, because Meta have dropped the price of their headsets and they've released the MetaQuest 3S, and you're talking about a standalone VR headset that you can just pick up for 300 quid, and you don't need anything else. That's it. You don't need to connect into a PC. I was like, every Friday, right, in the UK, so I go to a chat show in VR, in Horizon, called UK's Finest Ladies, which is fantastic. And it's like a big debating show, like a panel-based debating show where it's fun. Basically, everyone has a glass of wine or a beer or nothing or whatever. And we all just talk about contentious issues, and people get up to speak and share ideas, and I absolutely love it, man. This for me is what Friday nights are like now. I don't bother going down the pub because I've just got so many friends on this platform now, and they're all so great, and I see them, like, most of them every day. And I think this is going to replace social lives. I think the UK hasn't quite woken up to it yet. The US kind of has. The teeter on the edge of it, you know, but I think the UK is about to go through a massive social revolution. I think it nearly happened with the Quest 2s, but one thing I would say is VR is quite addictive. Watch out. I see so many people coming onto VR. And I'll meet them usually in the big public areas when they come in, and I'll do my best to try and sort of show them around different worlds, or at least point them to different places. But I might do a video on it actually, and just list out some of the best places for new people to go to. Just before Christmas, I think that might be quite useful. But the problem is I'm going to try and keep it as unbiased as I can, and it won't be unbiased, because obviously I've got biases, I've got opinions, everyone has, right? But all I can do is say, like, these are the ones which I personally think are the best. For, you know, maybe I'll stick to UK people, let the US take care of themselves. There's so many of them. And we run at different times to us as well, so. Yeah, throw a little light on places that have just been doing a good job for the last year or two. It's just, like I said, a massive social scene in here. I think this is what keeps bringing people back day after day. Like, because most of the people in here spend at least 2 to 3 hours on it every night, and they're just hanging around in virtual bars chatting to people, because that's what people do. That's what adults do. They go out to bars. Well, not what every adult. I think if you've got kids, obviously that's a bit difficult. But I think this is the other thing. I think a lot of adults who would go to bars but have kids don't go to real bars, but they come to VR bars, because they know if the kids get into trouble in the background, they literally just whip the headset off. They're gone. You know, it's not like coming back from the bar half cut. Yeah. But 5-minute drive or whatever. Ooh. I don't know. We're living in an interesting time, I think. I'm going to fuse these two objects together with a Control-J, but I'm going to also go into edit it. I'm going to take this, I'm going to duplicate that mesh there. I'm just going to escape that. I'm going to scale it down just to about that size, okay? And then I'm going to give him a custom texture, which I'm going to come out of here to do. I'm going to say, like, I think it was VXC was the name. Or actually, I can give it one of the... This one. Oh, okay, I need to assign that. So if I assign that, there we go. So just create a nice little bottle of liquid, but it kind of feels a bit lonely, like I need to give it a secondary thing. So, what's... If I select... No. Now, this is where I'm going to bring in my select tricks. So select... Maybe if I do... Zoom in on that, okay? Top face is easy to select, okay? We'll come back to that. But what I'm going to say is select this and select that. Then use the select menu to select similar by area, I guess. Oh shit. Oh, it's not what I was expecting. Select linked. Linked. Not quite where I was hoping, no, but that's okay. I can address this. So if I shift and alt and click on that. Oh no. No. Right, okay, if I just try this. It's more like it. Great. So what I can now do is I can... Oh no. I needed to have a material ready. Oh, I do. Okay, great. Assign. Perfect. Can I name it? Font, yeah. So let's name it. Let's see. Oh, actually, I already have a material that I can use, so let's call it... How is it? Black top or something? Black top. There we go. Perfect. So, what I now need to do is go in here. Maybe select that. Maybe I do a Shift D on that. Escape. Maybe I scale that inwards just a little higher. Oh, and maybe I grab that on the ZX and put it down to, oh, I don't know. You've got too many things going on here. Let's just take that down to maybe vertex. Okay, so if I... now, I think I know what I need to do. If I click on this, it's because I'm using face rather than... Yeah, so G and Z, I need to bring that up to about probably... That doesn't feel right, to be honest. Let's go higher than that. Well, I'm going to go approximately. Wait, there-ish, okay? And then if I select... No. Okay, take that and do Control-L, select linked. That gets the inner object, okay? I can just assign that to that. And we now have a little bit of extra liquid in there. Great. There we go. Even, I'd say easy. I'm still working this out. I'm still quite new, but I'm getting the techniques and I'm learning to repeat them. That's formidable. I think when you start doing that sort of thing in here, you're onto a good thing. So if I now make sure I'm on global, I'm gonna Shift D that, and I'm gonna make sure I move it across the X-axis. Okay, I'm gonna Shift D that, and that's gonna be use Z-axis to move it upwards. These are not going to be perfectly lined up, okay? And I'm going to recurve them as well. So G and X, just there. And now what we do is we slightly variate them by G, now Alt, and we're going to rotate them on the Z-axis. So little tints, just little organic tints to make it, just to make it look like people have sort of spun them around a bit. Like so. Things just aren't straight. You can get away with it on these because there's no real rotation factor on it, but with bottles that are shaped like that, you do need to go a little bit more space. There we go. So we're starting to build this out, guys, and what I can do now actually is I can go in and I can say, sure, select me a face, and if I say select similar by material, that has not worked because I didn't select the right thing, right? So if I go in a little bit closer, there's a dot there. That's it. So if I now say select similar by material, then actually gets the whole innards of it. So now in theory, I can assign blue liquid just like that. Just like that. I don't know if anyone remembers Tommy Cooper. He was a Welsh comedian in affairs that used to see just like that. Why do I get the feeling there's no... Oh no, there's no thingy up here. I have to fix that before I do too many of these. Let me just fix that. So if I go select edges, gotta select. No. Come on, dude. Here we go. Right, so if I just make a face there, you'll see this will go. Yeah, you can see it's actually got a surface to it now, so I'm just gonna fix these up as well. So I'm just gonna select. There you go, and face that. There we go. Just before I make too many clones, I could use sort of linking on these things, but I may want to introduce slight variations. So I'm not too fussed about that. They're not the most complex models on the planet. Just I'm taking forever to do them because I'm very, very tired. Speaking of which, it is midnight. It's 1 minute to midnight, so I'm going to be wrapping up very soon. Just now. There we go. And face that. Okay, so you just create faces there. Wonderful. So I'm just going to colour one more of these actually while I'm here. Otherwise I'll just forget to do it. It's taken me so long to get back into this. Honestly, guys, I've had... I won't bore you because I don't want to trauma dump because no one likes a drag. But yeah, I've had a difficult week this week, not going to lie. And it's knocked me off for a few days. So here we go. It's taken me a while to get back into the flow of things. And I'm still not quite there yet, but I'm hoping that doing these live streams is going to keep my mind somewhat disciplined into actually focusing on something rather than just drifting into oblivion. Yeah. Gotta finish this Baileys first, mind. Hi, Pete, how you doing? Oh, that's so good. So good. The trick with this is I'll make I'll make probably 2 of these bottles actually pick upable. So when you come in, basically when you're designing worlds in the metaverse, the idea is you don't have to make everything interactive, because when you do, you have to track and sync the details of everything between everyone's headsets, which is, you can't do that. You can't do that. It just creates unnecessary stress on the headsets. So what you do is you create these simplified bottle meshes, and then you just make 1 or 2 of them pick upable. And what I do with the actual Lotus that exists at the moment is I'll make it so you can change the colours of them as well, which is quite nice. So you can sort of reuse those 2-track bottles, but you can change the colours, which means you've got quite a bit of flexibility. So the last bottle that I meant to make is actually, looks like a sort of a science flask. It's like a round ball with a sticky up neck. These are actually more complex than the ones of the Lotus because they've got the inner liquids, whereas the ones in the Lotus I think are literally, and you have to work for relatives, they are a cylinder with a sphere actually occluded into the cylinder, so you only see the sphere that's sticking out the top, with another smaller cylinder and I think another smaller cylinder on top, and that's it. Whereas in here they're kind of a similar level of complexity, which is good. That's what I wanted to stick to. But I might introduce some fun guests, like I might come up with well-known brands that I might just copy the logos but change them a little bit. It's not like the names are different. So for example, Disaronno could be, I don't know, give me something fun, give me an idea. Disaron, yes. Right, it could be. It could be, and we'll make those bespoke bottles, but these things for now are just meant to be shelf fillers. They're just, it's like, you know, when you go into those sort of Italian restaurants and they have all those empty wine bottles stacked across the top, and you know, there's nothing actually in them, it's water. Instead of Baileys, it could be Bowleys or something, you know? Just trying to avoid getting sued, guys. Very important. Shift D said, move it up, place it prox. Okay. Do I still have snapping on? Wait, do you? Oh, that's not working at all though. Hey, noise. So if I G and X that across to maybe here, and then we're gonna L and Z. And I think that's probably rotation left. So now I'm going to jump in here now, because this is a copied object. It might help me out here. No, damn. I thought it might already have the thing that I wanted selected, but no, sadly not. That's the thing. So I need to go to select and select by material, I think is select similar by material. And then I can swap the blue liquid out for... I need to rename that green liquid to like violent pink or something. So liquid purple. Regular purple bottle. So you can see a bit of reuse going on here, but as long as it looks mixed, guys, I don't care too much. It's fine. As long as it looks like it's nicely mixed. And then we'll have to bring in some yellow glow. So this is... It's moving away from that shelf. I think that's looking alright, so... These sofas need a lot of work. Out of everything in here, I built everything in here by hand, except for one thing, I think. And that's the sofas. And oddly, they're the one thing I can't get my head around. They sort of... I got a feeling, right? And I'm going to try changing the brown leather to be a simpler texture. Okay, so let's do that. Ah, no! Oh god, that's terrible. But joking aside, I am actually going to try and create a VXC, which I might convert to a VXM. I think a VXM is with texture. So VXC, walked in. Right, so I'm going to say leather. So, and the reason I imported these from a service I'm using called... I can't remember what it's called. It's this one up here. It's this floating mystery bar. Perhaps. Oh, do you know what? I don't know. I don't know what it's called, but either way, it gives you access to a whole lot of like really high quality sort of materials and assets. The issue with it though, guys, is that they're like render ready models. They're really high detailed, so you have to decimate the living shit out of them to bring them down to sort of you know, a nice amount of complexity. So I've actually decimated the hell out of them already. So what I'm going to do now, and of course they have like a million belly materials on them as well. So if I get rid of the brown leather, let's just give it that. And what we're going to do is we're going to give it... My plan with this is you're not actually, I don't think, going to see really their sofas, because I'm going to drape a big cloth over them, which we'll do on a future session. So by all means, if you did want to see that, I'll be doing that on a future stream, maybe tomorrow. Got a weekend coming up. We give them trying to drink and a little bit mess. I know I might go a little bit wild on Friday night. I think I might drink a lot of wine, but I won't be live streaming that. I've said that before. It's a bad idea to live stream while drunk. I don't think that that's a good thing to do. Ooh, a bit of colour. The thing about the White Lotus that a lot of people don't know is that the original White Lotus is pretty much all white. It's just it's dark and it's lit in blue. So everything looks blue, but the game was sort of given away when I did the Cozy Loft extension, which converts the bar on a single button click into a 2-floor sort of... It's really nice. It's got lots of sort of plushy seats and little sort of bed places that people just go in to have a chat, and their little corners. They're all just equally distanced apart on 2 floors. This place is not static. The White Lotus transforms in front of people's eyes. Like, it's really funny. I'll stand behind the bar greeting people, but the when people are talking to me behind the bar, the entire club will just change behind them, which I find hysterical, because they turn around and they're like, what the hell? There's like a Gothic church in here now. The entire place is turned into a Gothic cathedral. They didn't even realize. And then they turn around again and it's turned into like, I don't want to say a strip club, but let's call it a nightclub with podiums that you can dance on the poles. But it can transform into a lot of things. And it's going to transform into more as well. But I stopped those transformations for now until I get this new build out, because this is a completely different style of building. But the faster I get it, guys, this is going to get incredible. So stay tuned. Leathersofa.beats. Now, what to say? I need to key out these materials at some point. And a lot of these are ones that I ported in. So Leather Sofa VXC. I'm gonna do that again. Yeah, it's been a great fun experience, the Lotus, but honestly, I say this, I'm not being tacky. We are just getting started. You haven't seen anything yet. It's gonna be next gen. And I want to start using the one that there's a copy of the Lotus, or a re-stylized version of it over in Banter. It looks... I want to use the same build in both, and I want to build them out equally, but it gives you a lot of opportunities, like real custom avatars, and the ability to go in there and just like host watch parties, so you can take like a small group of friends in or whatever, and you can, you know, put some videos up on the wall. You can take entire parties in and just put on light shows and stuff. I love Banter, and I want to keep working on that, but to make life a bit simpler for me with my lack of time, I do want to just keep the one build, right? And then just keep the whole of the one build the same between the two platforms. I remember sitting on final calls for Black Friday. Nuts. Okay. Leathersofa.b. That there is a thing with building for Horizon Worlds that when you build for Banter, you assign everything in Blender, and you, hi Anthony, how you doing? And then you just import it, and it's wonderful. You can work with shaders, whereas with Horizons, it's a bit more gated. You've got to arrange things in certain ways to import them. It doesn't read much from the Blender file. I can talk about it, but I actually do a video on it on YouTube. which is like 40 minutes, so I'm gonna spare your brains that lecture. You don't need it. But if you were interested, I have spent a decent amount of time actually explaining it over there. I forgot what I was looking for. Then sofa. Ooh, calcium. Down. But fine. I might. Oh, brown leather beyond? No, that's not the one. This is called leather sofa VXC. So what's the problem? Why is it not finding that? VX. I'm just gonna type it because I'm not. What? Why can I not see in the end? That's nuts. You. See, he's there. Wish it was creating another material with the same name. Well, he is there. Skipping past him. Okay, that's fine. So that's no done, guys. I'll come back and decide. Now I've got them all assigned to the same material. The advantage that gives me is I can sort of colour them all together, right? Which is quite nice. That's a good amount of freedom. And I'd choose something that fits with the colour scheme. The colour scheme in the Lotus, don't forget, and you don't see this in Blender, kind of has to remain absolutely neutral, because when we load in the environments, these are the static pieces that you're seeing here. And so when we load in the environments, they'll have different lights that come with them. So some might be blue and some might be pink. And if you have all the surfaces to be like a dull sort of light grey, where it masses, then it'll reflect that light perfectly. Sorry, massive yawn then. Street person is such chocolate. Oh, I want to sleep well tonight. With it. Wonderful. Okay, right guys, seriously, 10 past midnight, I am gonna call it, so. Just bring up my stream manager window. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Bryn, for sticking with me. And Penny, you've been quiet, but thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Nedstat, if you're still watching, lovely to meet you. And also Starlight, if you're still there on YouTube. Thank you very much for stopping by again. I do appreciate it. Lee, I know you left a little while ago, but thank you very much for stopping by if you watch the end of this stream again. But yeah, guys, weekend's coming. Weekend's when we come alive, right? That's what we work for. So, I sound so negative. I do this every night when we're talking about. If you ever bored, swing by the White Lotus in Horizon Wilts. I am there every night at the moment, UK time. Usually from 10 p.m. UK time to 11:30. However, Friday nights I will be over at UK's Finest Ladies from about 9 o'clock through to 11. But I'll be back there at 11 and I'll probably be open a bit later. But to be honest, now is a bit of a weird time because I'm trying to get all this stuff behind me done before Christmas. So this is crunch time. But yeah, my operating hours are, if you go into the White Lotus, they're actually on a notice board right by the bar. I do keep them up to date, so if I'm ever not going to be there at any point, I make sure that I update those. So keep your eyes on the notice board. But one day I might just put it on a website or something. I do have domain registered for this site, but it's not actually used at the moment. So yeah, anyway, thank you. I hope it's been fun. Do you want to hear more of me waffling? I'm sure I'll be doing another one of these sort of early afternoon tomorrow. If you miss it, you can always watch it on catch up. Hopefully I'll make it entertaining. No guarantees. I'm just building things in 3D. This can't be that interesting. But if you are getting a kick out of it, thank you. That's cool. All right. Thank you all. I'm going to go and hit the hay. I'll just see you later. Bye-bye.